Good afternoon, colleagues. Good day, depending on the time that you're watching this video. My name is Njabula Wright, the owner of this channel that you're watching this video from. And I'm glad and excited and I'm thankful, like honest, really thankful that you took your time to watch my videos. If you subscribed and if you haven't, please do so. And then you are in for a good content. And then those who are watching my video, those of you who are watching my videos for the first time, thank you so much. Please refer this to others. And I share some good, I believe so, because I've been told so, that some good content about trading. But I only use smart money concept or ICT, whichever word you prefer. I do not use indicators. I don't use anything else beside pure price action. Okay, so my name is Njablo, as I said before. Please stay with me for the next few minutes. I'll be quick. This video, I'll be quick with it, but I'll be showing you some crucial things that you need to look out for in the market. All right, so please check on the description below. There are some links that you can use to communicate with me on Telegram, right? Unfortunately, I do not share my WhatsApp number here. Only the Telegram I use for this industry, right? I have mentees under me, and I refer to them as colleagues. So most of the times you let me say colleagues. So yeah, I'm used to call them that. I don't usually like to call them clients, but colleagues, right? Because we work together somewhere somehow. So now today I want to show you, before we waste more time. Today I want to show you something that most people are happy when they see it in the market, and some are still struggling to see it, and that is accurate entries, or some refer to it as sniper entries. All right. So please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and check the links in the description below. All right. And also one more thing, I specialize only with V75 and nothing else. Right? I specialize with V75 and nothing else. All right. So now I want to show you this thing of sniper entry or accurate entries. What do you listen now? I'm used to Zoom with my colleagues. Now, most people say a sniper entry is when you have the accurate entry, right? And then some refer to it as a perfect entry on lower time frame. Well, that's arguable, because some they have perfect entries on higher time frame. As for me, I use D1 for take profit and M5 for entries. Okay, so now how does this thing work? Let me show you something here. As I said, I'll be quick, but you need to grab some important things. All right. Now, there's something that happened here. I'll be on this D1. We did this with my colleagues some tweaks ago, and we predicted the market that will be here, and it's exactly where we did predict it to be. Okay. So now there's something that I always say, that market does not randomly move. There's always the reason why the market is moving. There's a push behind the market. And the only thing that moves the market is liquidity. Without liquidity, the market does not move. I hope you got that right. Without liquidity, the market does not move. Then the market makers are looking for the liquidity, and then they will move the market. Now you need to understand the types of liquidity. So we identified with my colleagues 5 types of liquidity. So in this instance, I think I'll mention 1 or 2. All right. So now there's this break of market structures here. Since this is smart money concept, then you are familiar with the term break of market structure. Okay, we have this break of market structure here in a bearish direction. Okay, and then again we have now this break of market structure in a bullish direction. All right, so now there's also different type of break of market structures. There's a normal break of market structures that we know. Then there's a technical break of market structure, and then there's a stop hand break of market structure. So all these things differ. So you need to understand exactly what kind of a break of market structure that you're dealing with. All right. So in this instance, now I'm dealing with the normal break of market structure and the technical break of market structure and the reasons behind those things. Okay. So now, in all this, right? In all this, you say, okay, now we have a bullish break of market structure, all right? And then you need to understand again, we have two different type of structures, right? We have two different type of structures, but I'm not dealing with that now, so let me not bother you with that information. So now, here we see the other type of break of market structure, and then after that we see this as our order block here, exactly here. All right. Why an order block? Where exactly am I marking? I'm marking this candle here, right? And then why this candle? Simply because this candle comes from this low, and then we have a low, we have a high, and then we have a lower low here. So now this is the break of market structure, last up candle before the break of market structure. All right. Now I mark this as a break of market structure for this bearish break, not for the bullish break. Please understand that. All right. I mark this for the bearish break of market structure, not for the bullish break of market structure. All right. So now this as an order block, what do we see? We see price pushed above this order block here. And then now this order block is violated once, twice, right? Now price had to come and mitigate this very same order block that it violated. And then we refer to this violated order block as a breaker block, all right? Now, I think your mentor told you about this thing. If you are in any other channel, these are the basic information, all right, in smart money. Now, this is the breaker block. Now, price have to come to this breaker block here and then reverse. Now, I think you already see that price did something here. Price did something here. We have this reversal here. Okay, so now price does not just move, as I said before, as I alluded before. Price look for liquidity and then it reverses. But now the question now is, where is that liquidity that pushed the market to move from this random price here, TT? From this random price here, how did that happen? Where is the liquidity that was taken? Remember, this is D1. This is where I start my analysis. Sometimes, if I want to, and then sometimes I can do I can start on monthly. So it's up to me, and then it's also up to you, right? On which time frame that you want to use. Okay, fine. Now let's stick to this order block here, which is now our breaker block. Okay. Now, what do we know about the breaker block? We know that in the breaker block, we do the opposite of what we would have done if it was a normal order block. Okay. So now that it is not mitigated but violated, it now becomes the breaker block. These are the basic information also. All right. Now you need to use now all your confirmations. All right, you need to use all your confirmations, all right, to take an entry here. I don't know what you use. If you use Fibonacci, then apply it. If you use moving averages, use it. If you use any indicator, use it. If you use just pure price action as I do, I think by now you know exactly what to do. All right. So now here's the thing. Since we are on D1, I will refine this structure to H1. right? I'll refine this structure to H1 now. This is my H1 here, right? This is my H1, and then this is the very same zone that I marked on D1. Okay, this is the very same zone that I marked on D1 here. Now we know that we have a breaker block on H1, and price must come and mitigate that. All right. Remember, I said price does not move without liquidity. Price have to collect some liquidity before it goes to the intended direction. Now, there's this thing that we refer to as the manipulation in the market. It's okay. I was selling, then price hit my stop loss, and then it continued to sell. It first bought and then hit my stop loss, then continued to sell. Why is that? There's no manipulation. You need to understand, you need to know where the liquidity is at. As I said, there are 5 types of liquidity. Now, what you call the double top or the double bottom or triple top or triple bottom, that is another type of liquidity. All right, so in this instance here, we see that we already have a mitigation here in this order block here, right? We already have a mitigation in this order block. Please forgive me, my mouse is acting up. We have a mitigation in this order block here, right? We have a mitigation in this order block here. If you're asking yourself still, where is the order block and why is it important? Let me show you where it is, right? I think since you watched most of my videos, you now understand why I say I see an order block here. All right. Now we have a low, we have a high at mitigation, and then we have a break and then a lower low, right? So now this is our order block here. Okay. So price after breaking this structure here, it left that inducement, and then price pushed all the way up to clear all the liquidity, right? That was created as the first entry before this bearish move. Let me repeat that again. Price after this break here, after this break of market structure here, mitigated the order block, and then the swing and then the swing high that was left before this bearish move, there was liquidity above it, hence it has to be cleared by this swing high also here. Okay, that is why price moves. Price does not move without liquidity. The intended direction was bearish, but now price had to reverse to take all the liquidity, and then it will be bearish again. Now, as I said, we are going to I want to show you exactly the accurate or sniper entries. All this is me building this scenario to the sniper entry. Okay. Now, where is that sniper entry that I'm talking about? Well, as I said before, you need to use your confirmations when price come to your order block. All right. As for me and my colleagues, we use only two confirmations, no matter what. We use only two confirmations. If we don't see that, then we don't take any trade at all. We don't, no matter how tempting that trade is. Now, you ask yourself now, what are those confirmations? Well, we use the very same structure that you see here. We don't use any indicator at all. All right, just pure price action. So it's up to you what you use as a confirmation. Now we have a break of market structure here in a bullish direction. Now this is a fake break here, right? This is a fake break. We know that price is bearish. Now we have a fake break in a bullish direction, and then we have this break of market structure here that shows us where price is going, and it confirms to us also that price is now bearish. Please keep that in mind, it's important. All right, so now we are waiting now for price to come to this order block now here, last up candle before the break of market structure here. Let me leave it here for now. As you can see, price broke, then pushed up, and then was bearish, and then it was bullish again. It mitigated here. Now the question is, are we done mitigating this order block here? Do we just take the sell from here or what? Now we are not done. Why do I say we're not done? Remember, this is H1. We don't know what's happening on M5. Is there liquidity on M5? We don't know yet. Do we have a full mitigation or initial mitigation? We don't know yet. So what do? We have to switch to M5. Okay, cool. Now on M5, what are we looking for? If we switch to M5, we'll switch to M5 and look for the liquidity and the full mitigation. Now this order block here, we have this mitigation, and then price came back again above this. It's important to note such thing. But how then do you know that that price will be above this? Now it's where you need to apply your confirmations before taking a trade. All right. So now let's go to M5. Now this is our M5 here. This is our M5 here. This is the very same zone that we marked. Please forgive the noise, guys. Schools are closed there, so yeah. Now I hope I don't disturb us. Anyway, I'll try to minimize it. Please wait. Okay, please forgive me. I had to do something to try to minimize the noise. Now, I said we have a fake break of market structure. This is the fake break of market structure on H1. Now, this is M5. It might look a little bit bigger, and of course, it is bigger. Okay, so now remember the order block last up candle. Yeah. Mama. Yeah. Sit down, so now we have this last up candle here, right? We have this last up candle. If you're wondering which one am I marking exactly, I'm marking this bearish candle, this first bearish candle before the break of this whole structure. All right, so now you heard me talking about macro structure and the micro structure. So now this is a macro structure, low, high, break, then lower low. So now this is a macro structure. However, there are micro structures before the break of macro structure. All right, I always say price will come to the microstructure before it mitigate what? The macro structure. Price will come to the microstructure before it mitigate the macro structure. For example, here, where is the microstructure? This is an order block here of a microstructure, right? Then also this is an order block of the microstructure. If you don't understand these things of macro and microstructures, please watch my previous videos. I talk more about this. So now we are going a little bit a step up. Now price, we know that price must come and mitigate exactly this candle here. Remember why this candle here? This is the candle on H1 that mitigated what the previous order block, right? So now we are on M5 now. This is before I show you what happened. This is what I recommend to my colleagues, my mentees, that we use the same time frames. But if you want to use M15, you are allowed to. If you want to use M30, H4, fine, you can use that. So now we say, okay, price must come and mitigate here. So here's the thing again. In this concept, you need to exercise patience. If you don't have patience here, you'll keep on blowing accounts, you'll keep on donating to the broker. Here, you need to exercise patience, all right? Because now we have the order block here. But did price come to it? No. Look at all this sell. Did price come to it? No. Look look at all this. Then the inducement there, look at all this. Then price did not come to it. And then finally, after some days, right? This is after how many days? Let me see. This is after, let me see. This is after 3 days. Yeah, this is after 3 days. After 3 full days, price came and mitigate what? That order block that you spotted, that you marked here. So now this is what you refer to as sniper entry or accurate entries. Why do you get that? Number one, you started to analyze your chart from a high time frame. Number two, you waited for price to come to you, not you chasing the price. Number three, you are not influenced by others who are scalping in lower time frames. Number four, you know what you are doing. So those are the results of sniper entries. Know what you're doing, don't be influenced by others, start from high time frame, wait for price to come to you. So this is what you get as a sniper entry. Then after this, then you can stake high here. You can stake high. If we were betting, I would say you stake high, but unfortunately we're not betting here. We are trading here. So you need to use proper risk management. As I said before, my disclaimer, I'm not gonna advise you on how much you should use. That is entirely up to you and by the training of your mentor. So guys, I think was worth it. And then I hope you understand now how people get sniper or accurate entries. Or if you want to get sniper or accurate entry, then you know what exactly to do. And thank you so much for your time. I hope it was worth it. Please use the links below in my description. And I have couple of things. I have mentorship, 2 months, lifetime, and PDFs even with different prices. Please use the links below and talk to me there. Okay. I hope then you will have a productive day and a productive month ahead, and then you can rewatch this video anytime to understand exactly how to get this accurate or sniper entry. My name is Njabulo, and thank you for your time. I'm out. Cheers.